Hello to my friends in South Africa. It is so good to hear from you and to be able to speak with you again. I'm so honored that Miss Keita decided to reach out to us to give you guys a motivational farewell speech to your new journey on in your education. And so the last time we were together, one thing that I talked to you guys about was about resiliency. If any of you all remember that, but resiliency being the ability to bounce back from any adversity, hard or trying times that you may face. And if you can think back, we wrote on the playground in chalk. We wrote our names and we said we were resilient. And the fact that you guys made it this far in your journey and are now moving on to the next level in your education is a testament to the fact that you are resilient. It proves the fact that you are resilient because you made it this far. You've made it to the next level. So what came to my mind when thinking about what type of motivational speech to give you or how to relate this in a speech, the thought came to my mind about a baby, the example of a baby when they learn to walk. Just like a baby, when learning how to walk, they may fall, they may bump their heads, they may hurt their bottoms, they may even cry, but they bounce back and they get up and walk again. But I want you to take the time and just imagine if babies one day decided, all around the world, just decided, I'm not going to get up anymore. I'm just going to be satisfied with crawling. What would that look like? What would that world look like? I mean, really, take the time, think about it in your own head. If you were to get up every day, go to school, crawl to school. Get up every day, crawl to school, see your teachers crawling, see your principal crawling. I mean, it's silly, right? That's what would happen if babies decided not to walk. But thank God for resiliency. Thank God for giving us the ability to bounce back and get back up again. On your journey down the road of education, the Seyisi Primary School has taught you how to walk. There may have been some bumps on the road, and maybe you brought home some bad grades that your parents weren't too proud of. You may have made some bad choices and had to deal with the consequences. You may have dealt with some family issues that affected your ability to do well in school. But through it all, your resiliency prevailed. You bounced back from all of your adversities, hard and trying times. So congratulations, you made it to the next level in your education. So celebrate yourself and give yourself a pat on the back. But my friends, just as babies learn how to walk, now it's time to learn how to run. And learning how to run won't be easy, but resiliency is within you. And just as you bounced back from a fall learning to walk, you will bounce back from a fall learning how to run. And on your journey along the road of education, some of you might question yourself. Some of you might question the resiliency within you. Am I really going to make it? Is my resiliency really strong enough to carry me through? And one thing that I would like to remind you is that the race is not given to the swift or the strong, but to those who endure to the end. Meaning, your race, your journey in life is not dependent upon how fast you are, how strong you are. So how fast you can move through your schoolwork, how intelligent you are. It is dependent upon your ability to last through the end, on your ability to simply not give up. So if anything, to encourage you on your road down your path of education, major key to success: don't give up, and you'll reach your destination. And in comparison to your educational journey, if you were to only stay on the primary level, it would be like if babies, it would be like if people we're just satisfied with walking. Your secondary level of education will bring a ton of excitement to your life. So now it's time to run. Get on your mark, get set, go. Your journey in education, it will take you many of places. So you may have been able to learn how to walk being in primary school. Secondary school will teach you how to run, and maybe you'll have the opportunity to go to a university or a college and learn how to fly. So congratulations, I'm so proud of you. I miss you, and who knows, maybe I'll see you sometime soon. But until then, be blessed.
Hi, Seyisi Elementary. Hope you guys are doing well. Miss you guys, and hope to see you sometime soon. Today, just want to talk to you guys about perseverance and resilience, which are two words that go hand in hand. And so when we think about those words, perseverance first, perseverance, my personal definition is the ability to remain focused and find a way to achieve a goal and be successful despite adversity or hard times or times of misfortune. And then when you think about the other word, resiliency, it goes hand in hand with that word, resiliency being the ability to refocus and get back on that track, or get back on track toward that goal that you're trying to achieve again, and despite of the diversity or the misfortune that you may be facing. And so those are definitely two of my favorite words. Like I said, they go hand in hand. And so when you think about perseverance and resiliency in you guys' lives, I mean, right now you guys are going through middle school, or your time at Seyisi Elementary, and you may be faced with some times that you have some homework to do, or you have a project that's coming up, but at the same time, you may not have as much time to do it at home, or there may be some distractions at home. But one who has the ability to persevere actually finds a way, despite the lack of time, or despite something bad going on at home or in the neighborhood, but still being able to find a way to get that homework done or get that project done. And then because we're all human, at times we're going to find in our life that we're going to, get off of that track, or, off of that track toward trying to achieve a goal that we set for ourselves. But, being resilient and being able to bounce back, like the activity that we went through while we were over there this past winter. Somebody who has resiliency is able to refocus, look at their goals and kind of take a self-inventory about what they need to be doing in order to achieve that goal. And I have all, the confidence in the world that you guys are able to possess that ability of perseverance and that ability of to be resilient, because you guys are the descendants of great ancestors. While we were over there, we were talking about, obviously, Nelson Mandela and Walter Sisulu and Steve Biko and Robert Sobukwe. These are all, our ancestors that you guys are descendants of. And so, they definitely faced hard times in their lives, but yet and still they were able to persevere and show that resiliency in times where they lost track or lost focus, and they were able to achieve really, really great things in their lives. And they have done, you and I, we can both do. And so I just want to, really challenge you guys, to be thinking in these terms. And so now we know what perseverance and resiliency are, but I want to talk to you guys about what it takes actually to possess those abilities. And in my opinion, there's three things that you need for one to have the ability of perseverance and resiliency. The first one would be discipline. The second would be honesty. And the third one, perhaps the most important one, is consistency. And so when you think about discipline, discipline is being able to do what you have to do, or do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, regardless of how you feel about it at the moment. And so that's always been a biggie for me. And so when you think about the next term, it kind of ties into honesty. You have to be honest with, you can be honest with everybody, your teachers and your parents, but you have to be honest first and foremost with yourself. And that, think when you're thinking about when you go home at night, have I done everything that I needed to do when it needed to be done in order to achieve my goal? And then the third thing, can you be consistently disciplined and honest with yourself when you're trying to achieve a goal, when you're trying to persevere through hard times and be resilient? Those three things, I think, are the foundation of somebody who has the ability to persevere through hard times and be resilient and get back on track. I know you guys can get through hard times and do what needs to be done and be successful. I have all the faith in the world in you guys, and I'm here for you guys. Miss Keita has all my contact information and definitely would like to hear more from you guys. Again, miss you guys a bunch, and I'm looking forward to being able to see you sometime soon. Do Miss Sani, do Miss Sani. If you think you're beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For in the world we find, success begins with a person's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You have to think high to rise. Have to be sure of yourself long before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the one who wins is the one who thinks he can. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming you, if you can trust yourself when all else doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hatred, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again from your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and hold on when there's nothing left in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, or talk with kings nor lose common touch, if neither foe nor loving friend can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.